So if you're a fan of the Sawyer Mini or the Sawyer Squeeze, but not the bag it comes with, I may have the answer you've been looking for. Stay tuned. So the Sawyer Squeeze and the Sawyer Mini have been out for quite a while now, and there's been a lot of reviews done on them, so I'm not going to do a review of this device in and of itself. One of the things that people like about this is that it's compact, very effective, and very affordable. One thing they don't like about the system that comes with it is the bag. While the bag it works, it's not the best. And the reason it's not the best is that it's so difficult to fill. All you have is just the small, regular threaded cap on the end, and to try to get that into shallow water and fill the bag up, especially when it's collapsed like this, it's quite a challenge. A lot of people have resorted to using their canteen cups or some other device to fill the bag up, and that works. But then again, if you're in waters that you're not too sure about, you've already dirtied your canteen cup up, and now you're going to have to boil it to sterilize it again. So when I saw this product come on the market, I thought, this is something I really need to have a look at. And what it is the CNOC refillable water bottle. And it's made of a type of plastic, and I'll put some information where you can find out more about this product below. But I saw this come up on a Kickstarter, and I said, yeah, this is the thing. I think this is what I've been looking for. So I reached out to them and obtained one of them, and I have it now for testing. I haven't used it much yet, and the reason I haven't is because, well, I don't have a lot of need for it during the winter months, and that's when it came to me, is during the winter months. During the winter months, I can carry all the water I need for drinking while I'm on the trail. But now that the temperature is starting to get up above 20 degrees Celsius, that's a lot of water to carry. Now, I usually move into a water bladder in the back of my backpack because it carries a lot more water. The one I have in my bigger backpack is 3 liters, and I can fill that up and carry that, and that's most of what I'll need for the day. And if I have to refill it, well, then I can go through a sterilization process for that. For my smaller backpack, a 2-liter bag is about what will fit in it, and I will probably end up doing that during the summer months. But in the meantime, what I wanted was something that I could take along with me that was compact and fit in my bag, and then just refill my canteen cup whenever I came across a source of water. So I've been hiking for a while now. I've had some lunch, I've had some coffee, I've moved on, and I came across a stream here, and it's got a lot of debris in it. I can see a lot of downed trees through it. It's quite shallow. The water appears to be clear. There's no turbulence or cloudiness in it. There's a lot of moss on the bottom. That's going to be a good test for this filter in this bag. So what do I like about this? Well, the fact that you can take and open the end up, and it's got quite a stiff end on it so that it will hold its shape. You can dip this into the water and fill most of the bag, if not all of the bag up, even in very shallow circumstances. Once it's full, fold the lip over, and there's a bar on top which will slide across from the correct end, of course, like this, and that locks it on, and now it won't leak. Now, some of the earlier production models did have an issue with leakage around the top, and it wasn't so much that it was bad design, it's just that I think, myself included, I wasn't using it correctly, in that the lip has to be folded over in the correct direction in order for it to seal up properly. Now, there's a lot of claims that the company has, and they have their own videos on this, and there's a lot of claims the company has that I haven't had a chance to check out for myself yet. But I intend on doing that over this summer. I'm going to put this to quite the test. But what I want it for right now is filling up while I'm out hiking at small streams like I mentioned. I want it for kayak, where this will probably be my only water source. I'll use this directly, filling it up from the side of the kayak, and then placing the filter on the end of it. But I can also use this as a gravity feed system, just attaching the Sawyer Mini on the end of it, or any other device that'll fit onto a regular threaded cap, and then drain water into my water bottle that way. If I want to take a little bit of time rather than squeeze the water in, I've got some other chores to do, I can hang this from a tree full of water and let the gravity do the work. So that's also nice. Now, one of the other things I like about it is this could very well replace the bladder in my backpack. It does have a hang loop here that I can hook onto the strap that holds the bladder up in my backpack, and I'll be able to attach again the mini filter on it, so I don't have to worry about putting sterilized water in this. I can put the dirty water in this and filter it directly and attach the hose that I would drink out of inside my backpack. So it seems to have a number of features going for it, and affordability is also one of those features. Even if this is not your primary water bottle and you want to keep this as a backpack, let the air out of it, You can see how small it is, all wrapped up. That's not bad for a spare water bottle, but I think it's strong enough. They certainly claim to be strong enough to be my primary water bottle. If not a water bottle, then at least a water filtration system, which is what I'm going to be using it for, especially today. So let me get set up next to the stream. I'll show filling this up. I'll show using emptying the water into my water bottle, and we'll close the video up. Okay, there's my, pretty much, let's see, there are markings on the side of this, just short of 2 liters. 64 ounces is where it's measuring, so it is measured in metric and imperial. You know, they show people standing on these, tossing them around. I don't know if I want to put it through that much abuse, but it's at least good to know that if you drop it, that it's not going to burst open on you. I would be careful around sharp objects just the same. But I'm not going to torture test this thing. I'm going to use it in real life. If I happen to drop it, it drops, and I'll report how it stands up to that. No leakage so far, but let's set this thing up on the filter. Fits on nicely. There we go. No leakage around the cap. I'm applying a fair amount of force to this. There's a little backwash. There, maybe a little, that's better. Didn't have it quite on tight enough. So now I can fill my water bottle up. Now this is going to take a little bit of time, unless I want to hang this and go about some other chores, which I could do. I can tell you by looking into the water bottle, it's a lot cleaner than what it looks like in the bag. All right, I won't do any more right now, but I'll refill my water bottle and get back on the trail. All right, how about a few closing comments? The CNOC collapsible water bottle. Quite an ingenious thing. It's one of those things that you ask yourself, why didn't somebody else think of this before now? If it stands up to all the hype that comes along with it, this is going to turn out to be a very valuable, useful product. Something else I've just learned about it, or at least something I've discovered I think might be a real advantage to it is, and that is drying it out. The other water bottle is very difficult to dry out properly, which means that it's a breeding place for any microorganisms that may be left inside. Yes, you could put a little drop of Javix or other sterilizing compound in it to clean it out, but you still have to let the thing drain and dry out. You do with this as well, but this has the advantage of being much easier to access. And if there's any actual physical dirt inside of this, at least you can reach inside this and clean that dirt out. Much easier to rinse out than it would be with the other one. So this will be easy to clean, easy to dry out, very storable, should be proved to be very durable, but only time will tell. So this has just been a product introduction. I like what I've seen so far, but I'm going to use it all summer as much as possible in as many varied circumstances as possible so that I can get a better sense of how good a product it turns out to be. At this point, I don't recommend it, but I don't think that it's a bad investment either. In fact, I'm quite happy I have it, and I'll report back on it when I've got some more time with it. All right, and until that time, get out and explore. Take that path less traveled. It will make all the difference. Bye for now.